It's the wilderness. It gives you the thrill of the hunt, and it's hard to shoot your prey.
A lot of the campers come to camp with that passion already, because some of these campers have already been hunting with a parent or grandparent, aunt or uncle. And what we try to do is take them wherever they're at, no experience or a lot of experience. And what we try to do is sort of bring them together, and when they leave here, hopefully they're all leaving at the same level. There you go, okay? And you want your body to face that way, and then extend this arm out like that, okay? Bring it on back, bring it on back. Draw, aim, use this finger. Release when ready. Very good.
All right, guys, go ahead and enter the range house. Come all the way down.
We have a 22 rifle range on our property, which is one of the things that makes us unique here. There's not a lot of other camps in Michigan that have live firearms for the kids, especially the 9, 10, 11-year-old groups. So each kid who comes through our program will spend 3 hours on the rifle range. And they're getting instruction on safe firearms handling, responsible gun ownership, and then they're learning target shooting and building their technical skills to become ethical hunters.
Slowly squeeze your trigger.
We don't have too many parents and kids at a conservation camp that object to the use of firearms, as long as it's controlled by the professionals.
As far as our range officers go, they're certified Michigan Hunter Safety Instructors, and then they're also NRA certified Range Safety Officers. So safe and responsible gun ownership and firearms handling is what being out on the range here at camp is all about.
You put the stock up to your right here, like that, and you rest your cheek on the cheek rest. You close one eye, left or right, and you aim at the deer and go right behind the right shoulder.
I think it's a very important skill because it does teach eye-hand coordination. It teaches the kids how to follow orders from someone who's more experienced. But I think a big part of this is a lot of younger people are afraid of firearms. They only know about firearms from what they see in the movies, and that's most of the time as far from the truth and reality as you can get. And so we're here to teach them that firearms are safe as long as they're treated with respect, and as long as you follow all the safety rules that you should follow. Hopefully these campers will grow up, they'll have a healthy respect for firearms. I've had younger students in some of my classes that I teach outside of the camp who have learned firearm safety, and they've been in situations where perhaps they have found a gun and they knew exactly what to do. So it's a multifaceted thing here, and if we can bring the enjoyment, plus we can bring the safety and the respect, I think we've done our job.
I'd actually never shot a gun before I came to this camp, so it was really special for me to do that and then see girls shoot for the first time. And actually they told me something like girls have better eyesight at shooting and are better than boys on their first try. So I'm really happy that so many girls do come here and get to really engage in new activities like archery and rifles and participate, with guys as well.
Release.
Slowly squeeze the trigger.
The 22s, they don't have such of a kickback as more caliber guns, but they're easier to use, and I like sitting down using them too. So the range is pretty nice.
When you need to aim, all you're going to do is make a slight adjustment with your left arm. All right, this hand doesn't move either.
Archery, I learned their balance is kind of different. So if you aim right at the bullseye, it will go kind of to the left. So I kind of aim to the right.
At the archery range, we introduce the students to safe archery skills. We don't have them long enough to really teach them like you would in a classroom or a school type setting. So it's really more of an experience, and in that experience we teach them safety. We teach them how to draw their bow safely, how to release, hit the target, we hope that they do. But it gives them an experience of what archery is like. Some of the students or the campers come in and they're very experienced. Others have never experienced this before.
Now draw. Your hand comes to your cheek.
Draw, okay, release. See, much better.
You clip the pulley thing, and then you pull it back. You aim with the sights. You put it right behind the back shoulder, and you let go.
Further.
Release when you're ready. Good. We're always concerned with where the arrows are pointed. We don't allow students to point arrows in any other direction except downrange. That's our primary fundamental rule, is that the bow and the arrow are always pointed in a safe direction.
One hand over the points, the other hand over the lettering.
In the state of Michigan, if you were born after January 1st of 1960, you have to go through a hunter safety class in order to purchase a hunting license. And so that's the law. And so these kids are all required to do that. But what we're giving them is just the basics to give them a firm foundation.
So each day we have 2 hours of classroom learning for the kids, plus the range time. So they get 8 hours of classroom learning, plus their 6 hours of archery and 22s. We have a pretty successful rate of kids getting out in the fields, hunting and fishing. So they take the hunter safety course with us, so they learn about fishing, and then we've done some follow-up research down the road later on in the year. And these kids are having the opportunity to buy their hunter's license with someone and then get out into the woods and have the opportunity to harvest their first animal or to go and fish and spend time with their family and friends. And they're taking what they're learning in camp and then going out and getting out into the woods and onto the water.
I love it. It's amazing how I can pass it on like my father passed it on me.
Bring it up a little bit. Now release. There you go.